Dear students, we are going to discuss the topic complex numbers objective. Complex numbers objective. In this topic, yesterday we have discussed about the equation of circle in the complex form, and we have discussed about center and radius of the circle, which is in complex form in the complex plane. The equation of circle in general form in complex plane is z bar plus a z bar plus a bar z plus b is equal to 0. In that, center c is equal to root of a bar minus b is radius, and the center minus a we said. Center minus a. Now, using the synopsis, we are going to discuss about the geometrical conditions, complex number objective, applications of geometry we are discussing. Applications of geometry. Formulae. Put formula number 1 today. The equation modulus of z minus z1 by z minus z2. The equation z minus z1 by z minus z2. The equation modulus of z minus z1 by z minus z2 is equal to k, where k not equal to 1. Where k not equal to 1, I said that in general geometry, that is in coordinate geometry, the concept PA by PB is equal to k, where k not equal to plus or minus 1. The locus is called as Apollonius circle. The locus is Apollonius circle. In the similar way, here, if PA means P means any point in the locus x comma y, A meaning x1 comma y1, and B meaning is x2 comma y2. Therefore, A plus Z1 meaning x1 comma y1 and Z2 meaning x2 comma y2. PA meaning is equal to k, where k not equal to plus or minus 1. Locus is called as Apollonius circle. Apollonius circle. In the concept, we can say here z is any complex number, and z1 is x1 plus iy1 and z2 is x2 plus iy2. Z is equal to x plus iy. In the similar way, PA by PB is equal to k. Here k not equal to 1, then it is called as circle. Of course, for the equation of circle, to represent a complex number, if it represents a circle, the condition is modulus of z minus z1 by z minus z2 is equal to k. The condition is k not equal to 1. If so, next one, the equation z minus z1 by z minus z2. Of course, it is PA by PB is equal to k, where k is equal to 1. If k not equal to 1, it is circle. Invented by Apollonius. That is, it is called as Apollonius circle. If modulus of z minus z1 by z minus z2 is equal to k, where k is equal to 1, locus is a straight line. Locus is a straight line. Third one, argument of, here argument means modulus amperature form, argument meaning theta, argument of z minus z1 by z minus z2. Argument of z minus 1 by z minus z2. Of course, students, locus of the straight line, it is called as perpendicular bisector. perpendicular bisector of points A, B, general notation. Here, if A means Z1 and B means Z2, it is perpendicular bisector. This is the perpendicular bisector. This is A. A is having complex number Z1 and B is having complex number Z2. Next, argument of Z minus Z1 by Z minus Z2 is equal to plus or minus pi by 2. Argument of Z minus Z1 by Z minus Z2 is equal to plus or minus pi by 2. Another notation, Z minus Z1 by Z minus Z2 is purely imaginary. Purely imaginary. Purely imaginary represents a circle. Represents a circle with Z1 comma Z2 as diameter. Z1 comma Z2. So Z1 and Z2 as end points of diameter. As end points of diameter. End points of diameter. So here we should compare between the complex numbers and general number. Right here ax1 comma y1, it is nothing but notation z1. Here right, this is b z2. So z2 is the complex number. In the complex you can x2 plus I by 2. So here you can write b x2 comma y2. In the semicircle we know that angle in semicircle is equal to 90 degrees. That the meaning is, here if it is any value p indicate with z, that is general notation of the circle is px comma y by any point and ax1 comma y1 px2 comma y2 are two end points of the diameter. Then the slope of pa into slope of pb is equal to -1. That is why you can say that whenever slope of pa into slope of pb is equal to -1, m1 m2 is equal to -1, that meaning itself is the angle between the two lines is 90 degrees. The angle meaning here amplitude or argument in the arc plane or complex plane. So z minus z1 meaning is nothing but the concept of this slope, and z minus z2 also complex of the slope of this complex line. So argument of, so this slope is -1, that meaning is plus or minus pi by 2. Whenever it is plus or minus pi by 2, or z minus z1 by z minus z2 is purely imaginary. So how will you get purely imaginary, sir? Argument of, take any complex number. The argument complex number is tan inverse imaginary part by real part. It is theta. Theta is equal to tan inverse imaginary part by real part. If it is pi by 2, then tan you can write simply y by x. Simply y by x is equal to tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2 meaning is infinity. So you can write 1 by 0. Take cross multiplication. It is x is equal to 0. So what is happening? X into 1 is equal to 0. What is happening here? X meaning is real part. Real part is 0. That meaning itself is purely imaginary. So whenever z minus z1 by z minus z2 is purely imaginary, or argument of z minus z1 by z minus z2 is equal to pi by 2, then it represents an equation of circle having end points of diameter. This equation is already, we know that in general geometry, that x minus x1 and x minus x2 plus y minus y1 and y minus y2 is equal to 0. Already we know in circles. Next, fourth one. Argument of z minus z1 by z minus z. Argument of z minus z1 by z2 minus z minus z2. Of course, this is it is called a simple alpha, fixed angle. Alpha is a fixed angle, represents a part of a circle. Represents a part of circle. Argument of z minus z1 by z minus z2 is equal to alpha, represents a part of a circle. In general geometry, we proved that if P is any external point, the angle between tangents is alpha. We proved that the locus of this circle is also a circle concentric with the given circle as x square plus y square equal to a square plus secant square alpha by 2 like we have proved. In the similar way, you can say this is a part of circle, maybe it is a concentric or anything using geometrical concepts regarding the complex numbers z minus z1 by z minus z2 is equal to alpha. So it is not a private if it is simply alpha, not only outside. Like this also you can understand. If it is not 90, if it is simply alpha. So take anything like this. This is a z1. Don't take as diameter. Don't try to understand that AB is not diameter. Here the equation of circle passing through only 2 points, including the angle alpha between the lines AB and PB is alpha. Then it is a simple part of circle. Otherwise, in locus you can say this is a segment of the circle. Segment of part of the circle. Next one. Fifth question. Fifth formula. Fifth formula, modulus of z minus z1 whole square, modulus of z minus z1 whole square plus z minus z2 whole square, modulus of z minus z1 whole square plus z minus z2 whole square is equal to k, that k belongs to a real number, that k belongs to a real number, represents a circle, represents a circle if the condition is modulus of z1 minus z2 less than or equal to 2k. So what is k here? Of course, the points whatever I am discussing with you know, all points, each and every point I have discussed in locus chapter. Of course, in first year only you have learned the locus chapter, that is why you are not having any idea regarding the locus sums. Simply locus only you know, whatever the applications are there in locus, ellipse, circle, hyperbola, everything already have learned. Plenty of times you have discussed it in first year geometry. Now I am going to discuss about regarding all concepts in the complex number. So here you can understand PA square plus PB square is equal to K. PA square plus PB square is equal to K means example x square plus y square is equal to like that. Of course x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y whole square like this. You can understand here z1 is equal to x1 plus i by 1, z is equal to x plus i by. So x plus i by minus of x1 plus i by 1 becomes x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square. Plus here x minus x2 whole square plus y minus y2 whole square represents a circle whenever the condition is there. We said B, the distance between the 2 points AB, there we said AB lesser than 2k. What is k? You might have given k is equal to 2 or 3 or anything, depends upon this z1 and z2. So if the value, the distance between 2 points is lesser than 2k, then it represents a circle. Otherwise, next one, sixth one. In the same concept, z1 minus z2, this is not z1, z minus z1, modulus of z minus z1 plus modulus of z minus z2 is equal to k. It is nothing but the notation of PA plus PB is equal to k. PA plus PB is equal to k. Represents an ellipse. Just to see the first year volume, locus chapter, each and every formula you are having. Z minus modulus of z minus z1 plus z minus z2 is equal to k. If it represents an ellipse if the condition is here. Modulus of z1 minus z2 less than k. I said that PA minus PB. Here PA minus PB is equal to AB. Modulus of z1 minus z2. Here, okay, PA plus PB I have written AB less than k. AB meaning is the distance between the two fixed points. Lesser than k. K you might have given 2 or 3 or 4 or anything. K is a real number. AB is equal to k. AB less than k. So z1 minus z2 less than k. With represents an ellipse with here. Z1 comma Z2 as foci. It is the plural of focus. You will learn in the secondary geometry. Foci. So Z1 separate foci and Z2 separate foci. A comma B are said to be fixed point. The fixed points are said to be foci or foci in the coordinate geometry. Z1 comma Z2 are foci, and the K is length of major axis. K is length of major axis. Here K is length of major axis. Here writing the diagram like this. Put here this is A name, this is B. Of course it is A dash. These are two fixed points. Here no, not like this. This is a separate points. Put here this is the original notation. This is a focus S. This is the focus S dash. Here we are indicating with A comma B. This is A Z1, a complex number, and B Z2 is another complex number. S dash is the distance between foci. Distance between foci is 2AE. E means eccentricity. We will be learning in the ellipse chapter. So what is the value of k? So Z1 minus Z2 is less than k. Another notation is this is A and this is A dash. This is center 0 comma 0. Here A indicates with A comma 0 and minus A dash indicates with minus A comma 0. So A dash is equal to nothing but k here. So 2A. A dash is equal to 2A here. So here k meaning the distance between A and A dash, it is 2A. Now let take here P, Z or x1 comma y. Here P, A meaning here the distance between P, x comma y and x1 comma y is modulus of Z minus Z1. And here P, B meaning is the distance between P, Z and this is B, Z2 is modulus of Z minus Z2. The PA plus PB, yes, try to understand. PA plus PB is equal to constant K. That K should be lesser than this value. So what is the value? Maybe PA plus PB is equal to K. Wherever modulus of Z minus Z2 less than K, that is S dash, focus to A lesser than this A dash, then you can say this is an ellipse. Next to seventh one. If here modulus of Z1 minus Z2 is equal to Z1 minus Z2 less than K, we discussed it. If modulus of Z1 minus Z2 greater than K here. If modulus of Z1 minus Z2 greater than K. So K less than modulus of Z1 minus Z2. So locus does not exist. There is no locus. Or we can say that locus is an empty set. Locus is an empty set. So next one, if PA is equal to PB, so that means if modulus of Z1 minus Z2 is equal to the number K itself. If PA minus PB, that means discussing Z1 minus Z2, that is nothing but PA minus PB. This is PA minus PB greater than K, that is PA minus PB less than K. So AB greater than K, locus is an empty set, there is no locus. If AB less than K, it is an ellipse. And if AB is equal to K, then locus is a line segment. Locus is a line segment. Locus is a line segment. Next. Ninth one, regarding hyperbola formula, modulus of z minus z1, because minus is there here. That is why we should write modulus of z minus z1 minus modulus of z minus z2 is equal to k represents a hyperbola. Represents a hyperbola if k less than z1 minus z2. If k less than z1 minus z2 with z1 comma z2 are foreseen, z1 comma z2 are foreseen, and k is the length of transverse axis, and k is the length of transverse axis. K is the length of transverse axis. The hyperbola diagram is like this. In this hyperbola concept, like I am drawing here. This is center C, this is focus S, this is A comma 0, and this is A dash, this is minus A comma 0, the notation I am discussing with you. This is S dash minus A B comma 0, and here also S meaning A E comma 0 and S dash meaning minus A E comma 0 in the ellipse 0 less than E less than 1. That is why the condition here k less than 2 here. Z1 minus Z2 less than k, because E less than 1 the value should be less than 1. Here in the hyperbola E greater than 1. Whenever E greater than, that is why the distance is greater than, of course the k value less than the distance. So the meaning itself is k greater than the whatever the distance. Opposite of ellipse is hyperbola. Next one, it is here the special name of the x-axis is transverse axis, and y-axis special name is conjugate axis. Special name of the ellipse x-axis is major axis, and y-axis special name is minor axis. Like that is why he given as the where k, here k and k is the length of transverse axis. So total k is equal to 2a. Here 2a, e means whenever e greater than 1. So try to understand what I am discussing. 2a is equal to 8. E greater than 1. E is equal to 5 by 4. Like that you can understand. So 2a meaning 8 into 5 by 4. So 40 by 4. It is 40 by 4 value approximately 9 point something. It is always greater than 8. So like that it should be maintained. That is why here the property is k lesser than only the modulus of z1 minus z2. Now, in this formula 10th one, if k greater than modulus of z minus z2, of course modulus of z1 minus z2 less than k. Let us write modulus of z1 minus z2 less than k. Modulus of z1 minus z2 less than k. Locus is an empty set. Locus is an empty set. Locus is an empty set. Next one, if k is equal, if the same distance, 10th point, 11th point, if modulus of z1 minus z2 is equal to k itself, then locus is 2 rays. Locus represents 2 rays. This side a ray and this side a ray. Locus represents 2 rays. Locus represents 2 rays. Now depends upon this one, we can calculate some problems. Let us discuss one example 21, 22, 23. Let us going to discuss about worked example 21, 22, 23, 24. Two methods I discuss with you. The area of the circle. Worked example 21. The area of the circle. The area of the circle IZ Z bar. IZ Z bar. IZ Z bar plus 3 plus 4i into z minus 3 minus 4i into z bar plus 9i equal to. The standard equation of circle in coordinate geometry is that x square plus y square plus 2x plus 2f plus c is equal to 0. And in complex number concept, z bar plus a bar plus az bar plus b is equal to 0. There we can represent center c is equal to minus z comma minus f and r is equal to z square plus f square minus c. Here we can represent that c is equal to minus a bar and r is equal to a bar minus b. Here, complex number circle should be in the form of z bar first, I should not be. So I should be eliminated. To take I common, whenever taking I common, let us represent the given circle. Given circle is IZ bar plus students I taken common here. So you can understand this one as 3 can be written as minus 3i square because I square is equal to minus 1. So I taken common. So it becomes minus 3i. Here you can write 4. This is get. Try to understand this one as minus 1 is there. So minus 1 can be understood as plus I square. So here I into, you can write here 3i plus 4. That's all. So minus I square you can write. Minus I square. In that minus I square, 1 I multiply with here I into here minus of minus I. Minus I into I becomes plus I square. Minus I square becomes plus 4. That's all. Here plus 4. This is plus 4. Plus 4 into z bar plus 9i is equal to 0. Now divide by the iota. Divide by the number iota. That implies right here z bar plus 4 minus 3i into z plus 4 plus 3i into z bar plus 9 is equal to 0. Right here this is of the form. This is of the form z bar plus a bar z plus az bar plus b is equal to 0. Here he is asking the area of the circle. Area of the first circle general formula is pi r square. Here we need to find out the value of r. R is equal to root of a bar minus b. R is equal to root of a bar minus b. So what is a here? 4 plus 3i. You can write here 4 plus 3i into 4 minus 3i. A bar. Minus b means minus 9. Here you can understand a plus I into a minus I means a square plus b square. So 4 square plus 9. Of course here you can write 16 plus 9 minus 9 minus 9 plus 9 get cancel. Answer is radius equal to 4. Not only radius meaning area. Area formula pi r square. So 16 pi is the area. Now worked example 22. Equation modulus of z plus I. The equation modulus of z plus I minus the modulus of z minus I is equal to k represents hyperbola. The equation represents hyperbola if, so what is dash? Set formula here, hyperbola concept you see in material. So k less than modulus of z1 minus z2. K less than modulus of z1 minus z2. So K is equal to how much? You can write here z minus of minus I. Write here z minus of minus. Write the formula this one as modulus of z minus z1 minus. Here z minus I separate bracket minus this one modulus of z minus z2. So what is z1 here? Minus I. And what is z2 here? Only I. So right here z1 is equal to plus I and z2 is equal to minus I. Now modulus of z1 minus z2. Modulus of z1 minus z2 meaning modulus of I minus of minus I becomes 2I. So modulus of 2I meaning root of real part square plus imaginary part square, that is equal to 2. Therefore the condition here K should be equal to 2. That's why if represents K is equal to 2 is the correct answer. Now 23rd question, it is IMP MSET question. Maybe 4 or 5 times the question given in previous question. It is not mains, it is simply MSET question. Third question. Alpha plus I beta is equal to tan inverse z, and alpha is constant in the locus of z. Alpha plus I beta is equal to tan inverse of z. Tan inverse of z. Alpha is constant, locus of z is also. So here you can understand z is equal to x comma y is a complex number. So let be x comma y varying point and the x1 comma y1 varying point in the locus concept, that is equal to x plus I varying. So this is given. Given alpha plus I beta. Given alpha plus I beta is equal to tan inverse z. That implies. So now once again you write here taking conjugate complex number both sides. Whenever you are taking conjugate complex number, it becomes alpha minus I beta is equal to tan inverse of z bar. So here that implies alpha plus I beta is equal to tan inverse of z meaning x plus I. Here alpha minus I beta is equal to tan inverse of this is x minus I. Add these two terms. It becomes 2 alpha is equal to tan inverse of x plus I plus tan inverse of x minus I. Tan inverse of x plus I plus tan inverse of x minus I. That implies 2 alpha is equal to, use the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. So here tan inverse of total tan inverse of x plus I plus x minus I whole by 1 minus of x plus I into x plus I. Here I get cancelled. The term implies. Right here tan 2 alpha. Tan 2 alpha is equal to 2x by 1 minus of. This is of the form a plus by I b into a minus b form by a square plus b square. Now cross multiplication both sides. So 1 minus x square plus y square. 1 minus x square plus y square is equal to 2x cot 2 alpha. Whenever tan 2 alpha taken right side, it becomes cot 2 alpha. That implies locus is minus x square, minus of x square plus y square taken inside, it becomes x square plus y square plus 2x cot 2 alpha minus 1 is equal to 0 is the equation of locus. X square plus y square plus 2x cot 2 alpha is equal to 1. Example, look at example 24. The number of solutions of z cube plus z bar is equal to 0. Number of solutions of z cube. This is MSET 2014 question. Number of solutions. Number of solutions of z cube plus z bar is equal to z cube plus z bar is equal to 2. So what is z? Let z is equal to x plus iy. Z bar is equal to x minus iy. Now z cube plus z bar is equal to x plus iy whole cube plus x minus iy is equal to 0 by using the formula a plus b whole cube, a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Let us use the formula x cube, a cube plus 3a square b, so 3x square into iy plus 3ab square, so 3x into b square means here I square y, so I square minus y minus plus b cube, I cube by cube, I cube meaning I square into y, so it is minus I by cube, minus I by cube plus x minus I by is equal to 0. That implies x cube. So first of all, real parts x cube plus x minus 3xy. Take a proof. X cube plus x minus 3xy plus I taken from 3x square y minus y cube minus y equal to 0. This can be understood as 0 plus I into 0. 0 plus I into 0. So x cube. Okay, let us write here comparing real and imaginary parts. Comparing real comma imaginary parts. Comparing real comma imaginary parts both sides, that implies x cube plus x minus 3xy is equal to 0. Keep aside. And the imaginary part 3x square y minus y cube minus y equal to 0. Now x you can take common here. You can write x square minus 3y plus 1 equal to 0. Next here y you take common here. Write 3x square minus y square minus 1 equal to 0. Here one solution is that taking x is equal to 0, here also taking y equal to 0 is a solution. Now also this one x square minus 3y plus 1 equal to 0, and here 3x square minus y square, 3x square minus y square minus 1 equal to 0. 3x square minus y square, it's okay, and x square minus 3y square. 3x square by x is equal to 0, he given as x square minus 3y square, but we did not get here. Three x y square, okay, 3x square by 3x y square. Here may be mistake. mistake. A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. 3ab square concept. So here minus 3x into I square y square. So 3x y square. So 3x y square here. Here also 3x y square. So it is 3y square. So it is 3y square. Let us continue here. Now x square minus 3y square plus 1 is equal to 0. Put it equation 1. Next. 3x square minus y square plus 1 equal to minus 3x square minus y square minus 1 equal to 0. Let it be second equation. Multiply 3 with 3 here. 3 into 1 you write. It becomes 3x square minus 9y square plus 3 equal to 0. And write second equation here. And here you can write 3x square minus y square minus 1 equal to 0. So subtract, here it becomes plus and it becomes plus. Minus 9y square plus y square becomes minus 8y square. Minus 8y square plus 4 equal to 0. So 8y square is equal to 4. 8y square equal to 4 and y square is equal to 4 by 8. You can understand 1 by 2. So y is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Whenever y is equal to plus or 1 by root 2 is there, substitute the y value in first equation or second equation. From 2 you write. From second equation, here you write 3x square minus, instead of y square minus 1 by 2, write minus 1 is equal to 0. So here 3x square is equal to 3 by 2. 3x square equal to 3 by 2. Therefore x square is equal to 1 by 2. That implies x is equal to plus or minus 1 by 2. So total solutions, you can calculate x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x is equal to 1 by root 2, y is equal to 1 by root 2, x is equal to minus 1 by root 2, y is equal to plus 1 by root 2, like that. How many solutions are there? Now, number of solutions I am writing. Number of solutions. First one 0, comma. Second one here we got plus or minus 1 by root 2. So all cases you can think plus plus minus plus minus minus plus minus. So 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2 here. 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 comma minus 1 by root 2, and minus 1 by root 2 comma plus 1 by root 2, and minus 1 by root 2 comma minus 1 by root 2. So total how many number of solutions are there? 5 solutions are there. Total number of solutions equal to 5. In the complex number topic, 24 worked exams we have completed. Okay students, depends upon Coni theorem and next concept are worked exam 25, 26 and divorce theorem concept, everything is there. Let us going to discuss about the Coni's theorem is there. Let us continue the Coni's theorem next class.